Saval. The two teams read as follows. In goals, Aidan Poland, the full-back line. Mark Harrison, Mike Higgins and John Traynor. The half-backs, John Burden, Barry Kelly and J.P. Logan. The middle of the field, Peter Traynor and Barry Dorn. The half-forward line, Connor Smith, Mark Dorn and Ambrose Rogers. The full-forward line, wearing number 19, Noel Hockey, and full-forward, Adrian Traynor, and 15, Mark Poland. Saval. In goals, Peter Murphy. The half-back line, Jonathan Hughes, Donald Murphy and Darren Cunningham. Or the full-back line, rather. The half-backs, Morris Turley, Lee Anderson and Gareth Dobbin. Declan McCarthy and Colin Turley in the middle of the park. The half-forward line, Barry McCoy, Gavin Quinn and Paul Greenan. The full-forward line, Gary Digney, Donny Hughes and Stephen Sands. The two teams have assembled behind the St Patrick's Flute Band of Kilkeel. The parade is on with this Intermediate Championship football final between Longstone, who were defeated in last year's final, and Saval, who won this competition in 1989. They also won it in 1995. The two captains at the moment leading their men round. Mark Dorn, a young man playing at centre half forward for Longstone, and Decky McCarthy in the middle of the park for the Saval men. The junior game just finished, which Ardglass won by a 2-point victory. The band now making their way round towards us. The both teams. Can Longstone win their first ever title at adult level? That's championship, that is. They won the the second division, I should say, back in 1997. They were beaten in a championship final as a senior in 1986. Saval, of course, were beaten in 1981 after replaying a senior final, but then, as I told you earlier, they went on to win intermediate finals in 89 and 95. Longstone, of course, lost the minor final 2 weeks ago today in Newry when they were beaten by 2 points by Newry Bosco. They also lost a county under 21 final last year. They lost the intermediate against Warren Point, so maybe their time will come. Will it be today? It's hard to know how this game will go. Saval have been playing some delightful football, I'm told, in the second division. Longstone, they know what it's like to play in this pitch. They completely destroyed Dara in the semi-final here, which we've seen. Mark Dorn leading his charges down to our left, along with Declan McCarthy for the Saval men. Two very young teams, very committed teams. The St Patrick's Flute Band from Kilkeel. A proud moment for both teams, for both captains. This intermediate football final this afternoon here in St Patrick's Park. P.J. McGee at the helm for the Longstone men. There you have it, folks. Barry Kelly, the number 6 there, one of the more experienced campaigners for Longstone. Big Peter Traynor. Barry Dorn, Peter missed the semi-final. Young Adrian Traynor. There he is, Noel Hockey. Noel coming in to replace Norman McComb. He's a man of experience. Emmett, John Poland, P.J. McGee, just some of the Longstone selectors this afternoon. Players making their way to the far side of the field now. Seamus O'Hanlon, the referee this afternoon. Players breaking away. Around the Vein, our national anthem now. There you have it, folks, the national anthem over. The players both in huddles. The St. Patrick's Flute Band about to leave the field. Saval team breaking away. All the work will have been done now. It's up to the players on the day. Daniel Hughes has been playing some excellent football for Saval, I'm told. Gavin Quinn, the centre half forward on the team, shaking hands with Barry Kelly out there. Free in the centre of the field, looking for a ball at the moment. Seamus O'Hanlon checking with his umpires, his linesmen. Checks his stopwatch, which I do also. We're about to get underway, the 2002 Intermediate Football Final between the men from the Stone and the men from Saval. Here we go, folks. The Intermediate Final, Collie Turley breaks it down, but Barry Dorn is there for the Stone men. Drops the ball, gets it again. Looks to send it long, down into the corner. There's a race for possession in towards the corner man, Mark Poland. Mark pushing his way through. He's fouled as a free right away to Longstone. A chance to open their account. You can see the red and black down there. Come on, the Stone, it says. The green and white of Saval also in the backdrop. A chance for Mark Poland. He can kick with both feet. Can Mark put this one over the bar? The captain of the Longstone Miners, he's put it over the bar. The Stone hit the front, playing with the wind in the first half. 1 point to nil. After 43 seconds, the goalkeeper is Peter Murphy for the Saval team to take the kick out. Seems to be a few switches. We'll try and tell you about them. As ball broken down by Lee Anderson. That's picked up now by Barry Dorn. Barry spreads the play in. Two men going for the one ball. Both of them lose it. It's picked up by Mark. Mark decides to shoot, but it's dropping to the left. It's gone wide. I think he had more time than he thought there at Mark Dorn. Bit of a mix-up in the Saval defence. Ball went loose and Mark was there, but couldn't put it over. Peter Murphy, a second kick out of the afternoon. The ball hanging in the wind, as you can see from that shot. Connor Smith going for the ball. Out there along with Gareth Dobbin. Mark Dorn, that's Barry, the big man. Barry decides to send long. Mark Poland reads it well. Drops the ball. Gathers it again. Can he put it over the bar? Onto the left, but he's put it over the bar. Mark Poland, a name you'll be hearing a lot more of in the future in down football. It's 2 points to Longstone. It's no score to Saval, and we're 2 minutes old in the intermediate final. The ideal start that Longstone were looking for. They're coming into this game as underdogs. Saval would have to be favourites. The kick out. The ball dropping round the centre field. Collie Turley lining up for it there along with Dak McCarthy. There's a push there. And Peter Traynor penalised. A free to the Saval men. Gavin Quinn in a hurry to get on with proceedings. Gavin sends it down the centre. Well read there by John. John Borden out to Noel. Noel to Peter Traynor. Peter sandwiched there. He's fouled. There's a free. He's back up on his feet very quickly as Peter. There's Barry Dorn. Barry finds Connor Smith out in front of us. Connor Smith goes past Gareth Dobbin. It's still. That's a great ball in field. Into the young man himself, young Ambrose. Ambrose feeds it out. There's a free there. Those are two bounces. The ball are over carrying. A lot of bunching out there around the half-forward line area at the moment. We're waiting for the ball to come back into play. Quite a large crowd on the far side of the field. Especially for An intermediate final. Meanwhile, back with the play. We're not back with the play. There's a tussle going on here. Seamus O'Hanlon having a few words. Speaking there to John Trainer. Also on a word to the Saval man. It looks like Gary Digney from this distance. Now we're back with play. The quick free, Darren Cunningham. Darren still going here, and well, he's fouled. That's the wrong place for the free, young man. You'll be called back. Free to the Saval men. It's going to be Gavin Quinn to take it. Gavin playing in the centre half forward berth this afternoon. Gavin down the centre. Good play from the big man. Holds it well, does Declan. Declan McCarthy. Declan sending the ball away to the far side of the field. Good play from Gary Digney. Gary Digney into Don. Don Hughes, that is. The danger man. Been tackled by Mike Higgins. Still Don Hughes. The shot coming across the face of the goal. It's held in there by John Borden. The keeper back to that's dangerous there, but it's gone wide. Dangerous play of passing back to your keeper there. JP Logan looks as if he's got the hair dyed for this match this afternoon. A few of the Longstone minors dyed their hair in the minor final, and I get completely confused. They wore the wrong numbers in the first half, but we got it sorted out at half time that day. They're all playing the numbers this afternoon, I take it. Peter Trainer gets his fist to the ball. It's Saval now, what can they do? The ball sent in from Darren Cunningham, but it's intercepted. It's Mark Dorn. That'll be a free there to Saval. Johnny Hughes was fouled there, and there'll be a free about 55 metres out. Jonathan Hughes down to Declan, his captain, McCarthy that is. Right-footed. Way to the far side of the field. Young John Borden, or John Trainer rather, finds Barry. Barry Kelly, the big man. The big man flicks it up now to JP Logan. Ambrose. There's a race for possession. The ball played short. That's good play there. Coming out now to Colm Turley. The midfield man finds Barry McCoy. McCoy, a man that scored a goal against Bosco in the 95 final. Noel Hockey and well intercepted. JP Logan finds young Ambrose. Ambrose now out the centre field area. Goes past his man Morris Turley. There's a free there. Ambrose fouled, and Barry Dorn will take the free in the centre field line at the far side of the field. Barry Dorn down into the corner, the full forward, Adrian Trainer can't keep the ball in play. It'll be a line ball to Saval. The far side of the field, the full back in there, Donald Murphy will take it. Donald Murphy right-footed. No flick on for Gavin Quinn. Good play from Saval. Ball in field. Colm Turley running onto it. Turley left-footed down the centre towards Don Hughes. Don Hughes won't get it. It comes to the keeper. The keeper is Aidan Poland. He's Johnny Borden. Noel Hockey. Good play from young Mike Higgins it was rather. But well intercepted Declan McCarthy. McCarthy with a quick free. Does well. Finds Darren Cunningham. He's playing all over the place. He's wearing number 4. But he's certainly not playing in that position. Ball in corner. Don Hughes will do well to keep that one in play. Noel Hockey and shepherds the ball out. It's a goal kick to the Stone men. It's young Aidan Poland. The scoreboard tells you clock fada 0-2. Saval 0-0. The men from Longstone playing in the red and black. The Saval men in the green and the white. The kick out from Aidan Poland. 2 points to 0. But with a win like this, you need to get a lot more scores on the board. Well played there by Colm Turley. Johnny Borden does well to intercept. It's Ambrose, right-footed from Ambrose, down along. That's a good ball into Barry Dorn. That looks to be a free with the ball lands. It certainly is. Seamus Hanlon well up with the play there. Adrian Trainer retrieving the ball for young Mark Poland. Mark Poland, the short ball coming across. It's Mark Dorn, and Mark will not be happy with that one. Shakes his head there in discontent. The breeze on the backs of the Longstone men in this first half. We're 9 minutes old, believe it or not. Still they have the 2-point lead. Saval yet to register. And we'll follow the play here as Peter Murphy prepares to kick the ball out. Turley rising there with Peter Trainer. The loose ball. Connor Smith is in there. Connor Smith into Adrian. Adrian Trainer, son of Hugh Trainer. Adrian decides to go for the point. It's a good looking effort. That's a great score. Adrian Trainer, the man, that scored that excellent point from out on the wing there. That fly, and over she goes. 3 points to nil. Longstone lead. They'll be quite happy with that start. Saval yet to get the grips of the game. It's very important you take advantage of your scoring opportunities once they come your way in championship football. St John's missed a few vital scores in that last match. They were defeated by 2 points. Very tough on them, but that's championship football. There's nothing easy got in it. The kick out. There's a free there. Gavin Quinn was fouled. He takes a quick free. John Burton in there along with Barry McCoy. The ball going loose. There's a free to the Saval men. Barry Kelly penalised there. Gavin Quinn down the centre. Oh, this is a chance here for the corner man, Stephen Sands. Dan Hughes. Oh, what a great save by Eddie Poland. A point blank save there from the Saval danger man. Aidan Poland has made a name for himself early on in the game. 10.5 minutes played, and it looked odds on as Danny Hughes had tucked that one away, but Aidan Poland was equal to it. Finds Barry Dorn, the roving midfielder for the Stone. Was past Gavin Quinn. Comes down in front of us here now. Sends the ball up along the wing, but that's well intercepted. Jackie McCarthy plays the crossfield pass. Lee Anderson. Lee finds Darren Cunningham. Cunningham now looking to find his man. Spreads the play far side, looking for Hughes. A great take there from young Mark Harrison. The experienced Peter Trainer with it. Ball flicked on. Full back going for Donald Murphy. Murphy right-footed clearance. Johnny Borden, Peter Trainer. The big man has it. What can the big man do? A lovely little dummy. Right-footed clearance. It's a dangerous dropping ball in there. Mark Dorn lets it go out. He'll take the line ball himself, will he? Slows the play down. Hits it quick in towards the keeper. The keeper comes out well there. Very confident as Peter Murphy. Get the ball out. JP Logan going for it. Barry Dorn to the loose ball. Barry in field. That's little Mark. Oh, that's a great ball. JP Logan. A chance for Adrian. Will he go for the point? He's going to go low as he takes the shot. It's gone wide. A chance there for Adrian Trainer. He had it in his mind to go for goal, and it just went to the left and wide. That was a good attacking move from the Longstone men there. They looked very dangerous indeed, and just like the first match, the underdogs started off very well. Peter Murphy looks very confident in the Saval goal there. As you can see, the wind really playing havoc there, hanging with it as Colm Turney gathers possession. Gets it up to Barry McCoy. McCoy away to the far side of the field. Danny Hughes. Danny Hughes is going to give Mike Higgles a third of time this afternoon by the looks of it. Wins his free. Danny Hughes. Seamus O'Hanlon. Giving him a tick as he just... That's all. Saval certainly don't need this. Their star attacker down injured at the moment. Gavin Quinn out there looking at him. Saval team, I think, are leaving here. Saval, or not Saval, I should say, Ardglass rather. They'll be going off to celebrate their 2-point victory. My cameraman has went and got his coat. He lost his jumper early on in the day, but found it, and now he's got his coat. Thankfully, I took my top coat, the famous yellow coat. I'm sure you've seen it before. Certainly the best buy ever made, especially when you're standing at the foot of Slieve Donard on a very blowy afternoon in St Patrick's Park. There you can see Ray zooming in on the yellow coat. He's embarrassing me at the moment. Tony Borden, the vice chairman of the Longstone Club, had a word with Hugh Rogers a few weeks ago. He was quietly confident. Obviously disappointed the minor team getting beat, but to be fair to them, they put up a good performance, especially in that second half. And if they had had a few more scores on the board in the first half, they could have won that minor championship. 2 goals towards the latter end of the game. There you can see a large section of the crowd. You can see the scoreboard on down to your left too. Not 3-0 score in favour of the Stone at the moment. Donny Hughes has been down quite a long while here. Must have failed awkwardly, because it certainly wasn't a hard tackle that went in over there. John Poland and Emmett Hockeyan having a word at the far side of the field. 2 Longstone selectors, 2 men that played for many years for the Stone. Can this be Longstone's day? It's been long overdue if they do win it. Saval, of course, playing some excellent football, I've been told, in the second division this season. A chance to get back up into the big league, as they call it. And saying hello now to Gary Digney's parents. That's Dermot and Nadine. I think they're in Rome at this time of asking. This match this afternoon, they were telling me they wouldn't be here. So, big hello to them. Saval and Longstone, 2 small rural clubs, but both of them put a lot of efforts in, and if you go to each of their clubs, you always get a good reception. They have quality halls, so they have. And it's a credit to both of them. They've reached a championship final. The intermediate grade, that is. Both of them will be looking for a top 4 slot to get back up into the first division. Meanwhile, Darren Cunningham and then swinger. It's in there, it's not cleared. It's a goal! It's a square ball. It's a square ball. The crowd getting excited, but Seamus O'Hanlon was in on top of it. Or is it a goal? It's a goal, would you believe it? I seen him going to his notebook. I thought he had signalled a square ball, but it's a goal for Saval. The sides are level. I'm not quite sure who got the final touch. The crowd had applauded, then they stopped, but the referee has given the score. Unbelievable there. That certainly caught me out, and it's not that often I've been caught out, but I was there. JP Logan foul. Longstone, after their 3-point lead, they're level now. Goes to show you goals can change games in Gaelic football. It's Donald Murphy, the fullback for Saval. Way out towards Paul Greenan, very near the sideline. It's a line ball. Well, that goal, it sort of took everyone by surprise. The high ball in caused the havoc. Aidan Poland certainly didn't get it away. The ball sent long, but Saval growing in confidence now. There's a free there. Paul Greenan fouled. Ball going down to Gary Digney. Gary, he's got plenty of space, this young man. He's gone about 50 metres. There's no one near him. What can he do? Flicks it inside. Great intercepting there by young Kelly. Barry, that is. Back to Noel. Noel Hockey, number 19 on his back. A Gary Owen from Noel. JP Logan another. Ball broken down by young McCarthy. And there's a free there. Gary Digney's fouled. Even Stevens in St Patrick's Park. Not quite sure where Donny Hughes got the final touch for that goal. As I told you, I thought it was a square ball initially. But then once I seen Seamus O'Hanlon going for the book, I knew otherwise. Gavin Quinn will take the free. Gavin is about 47 metres out. That's Darren Cunningham. Does well to hold possession. Barry Dorn slips as he about to go for that ball. It's Colin Turley. Turley looking for the lead. He takes the shot. It's going to be Donny Hughes, and he's limping, as you can see there from that shot. And he gets away from his man, to Don Hughes. Can he flick the ball inside? He's going to go it alone, is he? Gets it out to Gareth Dobbin. Dobbin's been tackled. Can he swing the half block down? That's a great fetch in there. Is there a free? Can't quite see where the ball is, but it's John Borden gets it. Barry Dorn. There's going to be a booking here, is there? Or is it a free in? I'm not quite sure what's happening. Gavin Quinn's going to be spoken to here by Seamus O'Hanlon. One goal to Saval.
The Saval team. Number 16, Gareth Hughes, replaces number 14, Daniel Hughes.
There you have it, folks. A sad sight for Saval. Donny Hughes going off. One of their star attackers. He's limping off. Gareth Hughes has come on. Number 16, I'm told. Aidan Poland had an excellent save at the start of the game. Donny Hughes hasn't made his way off yet, so not that he was going to interfere with play, but referee doing it by the book so far. Seamus O'Hanlon, the Cuckoo man. Gareth Hughes has now made his way onto the field of play. They make it near 20 minutes played in the first half. Connor Smith. We play from Connor. That's a good ball there from young Harrison. Mark Dorn. Mark's pushed out over the line. Line ball to Saval. It'll be Lee Anderson. Declan McCarthy. Good ball to Doran. Doran spreads the play. Stevie Sands. Sands goes round Mark Harrison. But he's trying to beat three men here. So 45. Come off Mike Higgins. Kieran Branigan, the linesman this afternoon, on this side of the field. It's going to be Gavin Quinn. Saval playing against this breeze in the first half. A short one. Gary Digney going for it, doesn't get possession of the ball. That'll be John Traynor. That's a good ball from John to find Barry Dorn. Barry, the long ball from Barry. That's it. Into the full forward line, and Mark was waiting for the ball to come over the top, but it certainly didn't. It's young Hughes with it. Jonathan, that is. There he goes. Noel Hockeyan in like a Trojan. JP gathers the loose ball and finds Barry Dorn. Mark Dorn. Mark into open space. Adrian Traynor going for the ball. Doesn't get it. It's Jonathan. Jonathan Hughes. Darren Cunningham. A roving cornerback. He's certainly not playing in the cornerback position this afternoon. Gary Digney. Gary Digney into the full forward. That's a good play. Picked up by Barry. McCoy, that is. Free out. Or is it a hop ball? It's going to be a booking, rather. The number 10, Barry McCoy. Just his note, or number taken, rather. Rona Rogers making her way onto the field of play to attend to this Longstone man that's down. Rona, been involved with the Longstone club for many a year now. Proud moment for her this afternoon with her son Ambrose playing. Ambrose and Mark Cole and Norman McComb, of course, played for the Stone Miners a few weeks ago in Esler Park in Newry. The Longstone substitutes are warming up at the far side. Barry Dorn out in front of us here with Declan McCarthy. Barry played well in the semi-final against Dara Cross. As I told you, this is the first time of asking this season I've seen Saval play, but I'm told that they're playing very well. Mike Higgins back on his feet as Adrian Poland prefers to take the kick out. Ball dropping out in front of us. Turley, Peter Traynor going. Peter breaking the ball down. Barry Kelly is in there with Declan McCarthy. There's a shove there. There's a free. Barry, the quick free. Finds Barry Dorn. Barry's got plenty of space. McCarthy comes to tackle him. What'll Barry do? Tries to round him. Then field pass to Mark Dorn. Ambrose Rogers ahead of him. Adrian Traynor ahead of him. And I think Mark took the wrong option there. He knows it. Men calling for the ball. 2 men calling for it. The left foot certainly not Mark's favourite peg, as they say. He's a right-footed man, but willing to have a go on the left. You have to give him credit. Saval have come into the game, and has to be said, this last 10 minutes or so. Longstone started quickly out of the traps. Peter Traynor rising there with Declan McCarthy. There he is, that man again. Mark Dorn, a little pass in field. Well, this is Connor Smith. This is a chance here. Adrian Traynor, he's on it. The keeper's out. And that was a chance missed there. The free. Adrian isn't happy there. The goal was on. Johnny Hughes, some staunch defending there. Declan McCarthy, the far side of the field for Saval men. Gary Digney rather. Gary does well, goes past Noel Hockeyan. What can Gary do here? He's approached the 45-metre line. He's Darren Cunningham calling for the ball. He's penalised, is he? No, he's fouled. I thought he was going to have a blue up there for over-carrying, but the referee, Seamus O'Hanlon, is having a word with Mark Harrison, the number 2 man for Longstone. Edmund Lennon, the chairman of the Saval club, man that played for Saval for many years, and his counterpart for the Stone, Hugh Rogers. Hugh, given most of his life to the Longstone club, great man in administrative field. These players will have worked long and hard, put in many's and nights of training to reach this final this afternoon. Darren Cunningham, it looks like, going to take this one. Can he put it over? Left footed. The umpires look, it's gone over the bar. Darren the scorer, Darren Cunningham. Darren is number 4 in his back, but he's playing out round the half-forward line. They're only playing with 2 full-backs. Aidan Poland gets a bit of length on the kick. Oh, great batch out there by the number 12, Paul Greenan. Gavin Quinn with a quick free, finds Gary Digney. Saval playing it, spreading the play well here. Gareth Hughes out there with a full-back. That's a free. Michael Higgins. It's one of a Barry Dorn. Barry Dorn, the long ball from Barry. There's a race for possession. Mark Poland and Jonathan Hughes. What a battle these 2 young men are having this afternoon. It's going to be the free to the Stone men out of the far side of the field. Barry Dorn wants to take it. Barry's going to drop this one in. 27 minutes gone. 2 Saval men go for the one ball, and it's flicked on the ground there. Mark Poland, and it's gone wide. The ball not running for Longstone at the moment, it has to be said. Saval living a bit dangerously. Adrian Traynor it was that tried to get that ball into his hands. And quite a bit of stoppage time in this first half, so no doubt with quite a bit of stoppage. Saval lead by 1 point. 1-1 to 3 points. After Longstone had led by 3 points. That's well held out there by Paul Greenan. Ball's fouled. Sort of playing in the half-back line, even though he's number 12 on him. He's back out in his defence. Morris Turley to take this one. Right-footed from Morris, down the centre. It's well held there by Barry Kelly. Experienced campaigner. Barry's fouled, and there'll be a free to Longstone. Longstone subs, very happy with that decision there from Seamus O'Hanlon. Mark Poland comes out to gain possession. Flicks it out to his captain. His captain is Mark Dorn. What can Mark do here? He's been well tackled, it has to be said. And Gavin Quinn does exceptionally well to win possession of the ball. Young Declan McCarthy rather. Mark Dorn in there, technical Trojan, wins possession. Once again, he's fouled, and that's a free. That's great retrieving of the ball there from Mark Dorn. This half has went in quite quickly, it has to be said. Even though we hadn't up many scores. Seems to have flown. 28 minutes, 53 seconds.
At least 3 minutes
At least 3 minutes. Barry poured the ball in. There's a mishap in there, but
3 minutes to be added at the end of this half.
it's Gareth Dobbin is in there. Ball comes out now to Colm Turley. Turley making his way out. Darren Cunningham. He looks very impressive, this young man. Bad ball there, but Hughes is in there quickly. There's 4 men going for the one ball. The man with the white boots has it. The man with the white boots is John Trainer. Finds Mike Higgins. Young Ambrose, the far side of the field. Sidesteps his man. Comes in field with it. 2 men going for the one ball. Mark Dorn. Big Pete. Pete is running onto it. The big man's going through. He decides to go for the point, but he puts it wide. And Pete not happy with that one there. Pete had more time than he possibly thought he had on the ball there. This game, a little bit like the first match we had this afternoon. The second half was a lot better than the first one. There's Colm Turley fielding well there. He's been well tackled by 2 men. And he's lost it. Ambrose. That's a great ball into Mark Dorn. Mark Dorn's going to go low. Oh, great save from Murphy. Puts it out for a 45. Mark Dorn certainly warned Peter Murphy's hands there, but he was equal to it. A mix-up in the defence once again there. Ambrose Rogers found Mark Dorn, and Mark stole it through and sent a shot that Peter Murphy did well to beat out for a 45. It's going to be Barry Dorn. Barry plays it short. Adrian Trainer. Trainer's got the full back round him. Donald Murphy. He's fouled there, wins a free. That's Mark Poland territory. Mark Poland, 2 points to his credit this afternoon so far. Can he make a 3? The equalising score. Mark Poland with it. It's hanging in there. It's gone over the bar. No, it hasn't. Took the 2 umpires forever and a day there to signal that one. Very hard to tell. You think we would have a good vantage point here, but when it's a close call, it's hard to call them. Peter Murphy with a kick out. There's 32 minutes in this first half on the watch. The ball's broken down. Longstone are winning possession, but they're not putting it on the board. Ambrose Rogers decides to have a go. It looks good. It's got over the bar. The young man has put it over. Ambrose Rogers, his father, God be good to him, would be proud of him there. Young Ambrose equalises the match here at 4 points each. 1 goal and 1 point to 4 points. He won possession and he decided to have a go himself from 45 yards out. The sides level. We're set up for an intriguing second half. Four points to the Stone. 1 goal and 1 point to the men from Saval. The kick out from Pete Murphy. An excellent save from Mark Dorn as a helicopter hovers overhead here. It's Connor Smith wins possession. Will he go quick? And that's a bad pass there. Young Hughes does well to intercept. Coming cross field with it. The ball sent long. A shoulder there, and Darren does well. Darren Cunningham. Off the mark comes young Barry Kelly. What speed he had there to win possession. Ambrose gains it once again. Ambrose sends it long, spreads the play. The ball intercepted there, took a deflection, and it put a few players off. Picked up now by Barry McCoy. Barry Kelly going for it. It's a Longstone ball. And there indeed goes the half-time whistle. Everything to play for here at St. Patrick's Park. As you can see there, clock pad in on 4. It's Saval 1-1. The players leave the field. We'll be back with you for the second half as the St. Patrick's flute band from Kilkeel makes its way onto the pitch. About to commence. Seamus O'Hanlon in the centre of the field. Saval playing with the wind in the second half. The wind has died a little bit, so Longstone will have it all to do. They're level here in Newcastle, and Seamus gets us underway. Right away there's a free to the Saval man. Gavin Quinn. Gavin down the centre. The bouncing ball. Peter Trainer takes it from Mark Harrison, but they're playing the short ball. They're going to be punished. Stephen Sands. Sands kicks. It's got over the bar. Stephen Sands the score. How many times have we seen that in Gaelic football? The short football in defence and you're punished. Stephen Sands won possession and stuck it over the bar. Saval take the lead 1-2 to 4 points. Aidan Poland to the kick out for the Stone man. The ball hanging around the 45. Barry Dorn breaks it down, but Saval are growing in confidence with Gavin Quinn. Gavin has gone on his back. He takes the shot. It's gone wide, but he's going to get another bite of the cherry. Stephen Sands will take this free. Stephen Sands doesn't get it the target he wanted. Ambrose Rogers picks the ball up. Johnny. Barry Dorn. That'll be a free for Adrian Trainer. The ball lands there. Barry Dorn. Barry going to go long. He's going to try and find Mark Poland, is he? Puts the ball into the hole. Adrian Trainer. That's surely a free. Referee gives him advantage. Does well. Still Adrian. And I think that's a little harsh on Adrian there. No disrespect to Seamus O'Hanlon. I thought he was fouled, but the referee disagrees with me. Lee Anderson, the vice captain in the Saval team. And there's another man going off for Saval, a man that was playing very well. It's Darren Cunningham. So that's two men that have been playing well have went off. The sub coming on is, I'll let you know in a moment.
Substitution of the Saval team, number 19, Fergal McConville, replaces number 4, Darren Cunningham.
Fergal McConville, according to this programme. Gary Digney. Good ball from Gary. It's Barry Kelly. Or it's Noel, rather. Noel Hockin. Barry Dorn. And Kelly with it, bursting his way out. He's taking a knock as Barry Kelly out in front of us. That'll be a free. The ball been taken up. Barry Dorn, 1-2 to 4 points. 3 minutes 23 seconds on the clock. Adrian Trainer's going to have a go. What can Adrian do with this one? It's a brave effort from Adrian. It's curled. It's gone over the bar. That's a great score from Adrian Trainer to equalise the game once again. They're level at 5 each. 1-2 to the Saval men, 5 to the Longstone men. Everything to play for. Adrian must have been some 35 metres out when he took that free there. I certainly wouldn't have put my mortgage on him scoring, but he certainly took a great shot there. The kick out from Peter Murphy. It's picked up by that man again. And Barry Kelly. Barry, he's going looking for the point. Can he get the point from centre half? He's got his free, which is as good as a score. Barry Kelly, what an inspirational run there from the big man. Making his way back up to his centre half-back berth. It's going to be Mark Poland. Can Longstone hit the front once again? Mark Poland to the shot. It's gone over the bar. Longstone hit the front. 6 points to Longstone. 1-2 to Saval. They've started well. They started well to the first half, if you can remember, hitting 3 without reply. And then Saval got that goal, which took them back in. They went in level at the half. There's a man down injured. Rona Rogers making her way out.
Substitution on the Longstone team.
There's a sub coming on.
Number 23, Brendan Trainer, replaces number 8, Peter Trainer.
Brendan Trainer making his way on for Peter Trainer. Brendan, an experienced campaigner with the Longstone club. And the wind has picked up again, it has to be said. Ball dropping around the centre of the field, and a great catch by Declan McCarthy. Finds this young man went. The ball sent long there from Paul Greenan. Up now to Gareth Hughes. Gareth is fouled in the 45-metre line. Gavin Quinn to take the free. Dangerous dropping ball in. Mike Higgins, or Mark Harrison rather. Means Barry Kelly. And this short passing again, can they be punished? They get off it this time. Stephen Sands there with a shot in. Short passing in defence can cause havoc sometimes. Aidan Poland. Connor Smith. Colin Turley gets his hand out, but he was penalised there for fouling. Noel Hockeyan. Noel looking for his first championship medal at senior level. Young Ambrose rising, gets his hand to it. Brendan Trainer. Brendan has got JP Logan calling the ball, but still Brendan Trainer. He's been well tackled here by young Johnny Hughes. Brendan Trainer. Surely he's going to lose the ball. He gets it out to Ambrose. Ambrose tries to get onto the score. Oh, that's a brave effort. Has it curled in? It looks as if it has. It's got over the bar. Ambrose Rogers, what an inspirational score. But the credit must be given to Brendan Trainer for that persistent running at the Saval defence. Ambrose, the outside of the right foot, and it swung inside the left-hand post. 2 points between them in St Patrick's Park in Newcastle. The kick out from Peter Murphy on the 20-metre line. All the way this time to the far side of the field. Well held by Declan McCarthy, or not Declan McCarthy, rather it's Barry McCoy. Now it's Gary Digney. That's a great ball over the top. A chance here. That's a free. 7 men. It's going to be young McConville to take it. Feagle McConville, he's called him. Wondering is that Fergal, but he's put it over the bar. 1 point between them. 7 points to the Longstone men. 1 goal and 3. Mark Harrison is having problems. Rona Rogers out attending to him. Out there in the 45 line.
Substitution on the Saval team. Number 17, Vincent Sands, replaces number 5, Gareth Dolan.
Old Vincent Sands has come on. Gareth Dobbin, the man going off. I thought Gareth Dobbin was number 7, according to this programme I have. You see programmes, I could go on all day about them, but I'm not bore you with them. This is Gavin Quinn. And great catch there by that man again. He's done very well. JP. That man, Mike Higgins. What a game he's having a fullback. JP Logan, back to Noel. Noel hockey, and 1 point between the two teams. This is John Borden. John married recently. That's a good ball in from John to Adrian. Young trainer, quick on the block. He's got past the fullback. He's heading for the goal. He takes the shot. He's put it over the bar. Adrian Trainer, what a score. What a score from the young man. And he salutes the Longstone management there. But what a great ball in from young Johnny Borden. I was talking to Johnny's brother-in-law during the week, Seamus McAnulty. Seamus told me he wouldn't go to the match because in case he put the curse in Longstone, I don't think he ever goes to the matches, Seamus. But he was hoping that Longstone would win this afternoon. They're winning at the moment, but will they be winning when the game's over? Saval might have something to say to that. It's picked up by the number 17. Vincent Sands, I think it is. I've absolutely lost to this programme in the Saval team at the moment. Brendan Trainer and Johnny Hughes. Johnny does well. There's a man down injured. A man down injured. It looks like Barry Dorn. Rona Rogers been busy this afternoon so far, attending to these Longstone men. It's Mark Dorn rather that's down. The captain, he's back on his feet. Meanwhile, back with the play here. Johnny Hughes. A long ball in. Connor Smith gets his hand to it. A chance for the centre half, Lee Anderson, to burst his way through. Gavin Quinn. Gavin, he's surrounded by 3 Longstone men. Exeter Gary Digney. Gary Digney a chance here. Is he fouled? He certainly is. Tripped there by John Trainer. Free in. Gary Digney goes quick. The ball over the top. A chance here. McCoy has it. That's a brave effort. It's gone over the bar. McCoy the scorer. One point between them. Another Stone man down injured. It looks like Mark Harrison, is it? Mark's been down a few times here. "14 minutes played in the second half.
Substitution on the Longstone team. Number 18, Eamon Quinn, replaces number 2, Mark Harrison.
And Mark's going to have to go off. Eamon Quinn coming on, the number 18. work being carried off here. Unfortunate for the young man. Had a great game in the semi-final, if I can recall. Eamon Quinn has come onto the team. The ball dropping out round Ambrose. Ambrose fielding well. He's having a great game. Picked up by Barry Dorn. Barry, the worker around the middle of the park. He's gone about 50 metres. He's fouled in the process of free to the Stone man. Great run there from Barry, a great fetch from young Ambrose. They're playing well, the Stone here. Saval sticking closely to them, it has to be said. Only the 1 point between them. But a chance for Adrian Traynor. He scored one a lot further out, some 10 minutes ago. Takes the shot, and it goes over the bar. Adrian Traynor the scorer. 9 points to 1-4, a 2-point lead. A 2-point lead for the Stone. Peter Murphy, the goalkeeper. A tremendous stop in that first half from Mark Dorn. The sun is shining in our eyes, would you believe it? Just when you don't want it, Declan McCarthy going for the ball. Saval trying to get this ball up the field. Virgil McConville it is, number 19 on his back. That's a good ball into Gareth Hughes. Hughes across to Colm Turley. Colm Turley spread to play away to the far side. A chance here. Barry McCoy, the Gary Owen from Barry. Colm Turley in under it. Colm Turley fields the ball well. Can he get the score? Flicks it out. Gavin Quinn with it. He's put it over. I very nearly swallowed a fly there, would you believe it? Gavin Quinn the score. 1 point between them once again. 9 points to 1-5. The wind has died again. The sun has come out, shining directly into our eyes at the moment. Could do with the sun visor. Just going out over the top of Donard at the moment is the sun, and it's causing havoc. Aidan Poland sending the ball out towards us here. One between them, one kick of the ball. And what a great fetch by Declan McCarthy. But he's well robbed. It's JP Logan winning possession out in front of us. What can JP do? He's got a man ahead of him. That man is Adrian. JP's running on. Bit of a Notion McConville effort, this is it. He's got it again. That must be a free in. It is a free in. Paul Green in there, the man that fouled him. And Seamus O'Hanlon taking the ball up for descent. Paul Greenan will be spoken to. It's going to be young Adrian Traynor. His father a great Stone man in the past, Hughie Traynor. What can Adrian do? He puts it between the sticks. Longstone go 2 in front once again. It's 10 points to 1-5. John Poland walking up and down this sideline. It's gone through his mind. Can Longstone eventually win a championship? Maybe they can. No one knows. The next few minutes could tell a queer tale here. Saval are still very much in the game, it has to be said. Peter Murphy with a kick out. The ball going down the centre of the field. The sun shining directly in my eyes. It's hard to call it, but I think it's young Vincent Sands. Gets it out there to Gary Digney. It's a free. Play to the Saval men. Gary Digney with it in his hands. Will Gary send it long? Down into the corner. Stephen Sands keeps the ball in play. Comes in field with it. Tries to get onto the right boot. That's a brave effort. That'll test Adrian. Oh, what a catch from Adrian Poland. He was falling backwards. He caught the ball. He's dropped it. It's Vincent Sands. Ambrose tackling closely. Vincent Sands back in field. A chance here from Paul Greenan, and he blasts it to the left. He blasts it wide. But what a great catch there from young Aidan Poland. The Longstone keeper was falling backwards when he caught that ball. It could have ended up in the back of the onion bag, but he was holding on there for grim death. So he was Aidan Poland. A kick out to the far side of the field. Johnny Traynor, the man with the white boots. Eamon Quinn. Back to Johnny. Johnny Trainer gets it to his fullback. The fullback is Mike Higgins. Good play from Mike Higgins. He finds Noel, the evergreen Noel. Back to Mike. Mike right-footed. That's a good ball from Mike. Brendan Trainer breaks it down to young Ambrose. Ambrose spreads a lovely little dinky ball into space. Mark Dorn's running onto it. He's penalised for picking it off the ground. That was a brilliant ball through there. Mark, I think, knew he had picked it on the ground the moment he lifted it. Johnny Hughes. I've been very impressed with him this afternoon. Well tackled by Ambrose. Vincent Sands. Right-footed from Vincent. Very near the end line. Comes off Mike Higgins. It'll be a line ball. Gareth Hughes will take it. 2 points between the teams. 10 points to the Stone. 1-5 to the men from Saval. The short one, Colm Turley. Turley left-footed away to the far side of the field. The ball broken down. Mark Poland was at Keltner's defence. It's picked up by Declan McCarthy, but Declan shot very near the end line. Will it be kept in play? It's still in play, believe it or not. It's Mike Higgins. Up to Connor. Connor Smith, that is. Connor's got space. He's been tackled now by Gavin Quinn. Connor Smith fouled there by Gavin Quinn. John Trainer. Barry Dorn. Barry has it now. This man that does a lot of work around the middle of the field plays the ball into the hole. In the hole is Adrian. Adrian sprints away. The ball over the top. Mark Poland is running onto it. Adrian Colliford. Poland with a shot. Has he put it over? He certainly has. Mark Poland the scorer. Adrian Trainer the maker and Mark Poland the taker. It's now 11 points to Longstone. It's 1-5 to Saval. 3 points between them. 22 minutes on the watch. Peter Murphy kicking out. The ball dropping round. Ambrose Rogers fields well. What a game he's having around the centre field area. He gets it to his captain. His captain is young Mark. Mark Dorn trying to get onto the right boot. Finds Ambrose. Ambrose bursting through. The left-footed shot. It's curling in. It's a brave-looking effort. The keeper comes and he collects. Peter Murphy, there was a push on him. The quick free, very near the sideline. Fergal McConville. It's got out over the line, but it's going to be a free. Seamus O'Hanlon awarding a free there to the Saval man. That's Fergal McConville. 3 points between the teams. It's Colm Turley with it. The long ball from Colm. Gavin Quinn wins possession. 15 metres out. Gets away from his marker, Barry Kelly. Gavin Quinn with a shot. That's a brave looking effort. It's dropping in. It's come off the woodwork. And there he is. That Von Higgins is in there. The quick one. Barry Dorn to come off the woodwork. Would you believe it? And Mike Higgins was there to get a clearance. Barry Dorn's fouled out in front of us. Or was it John? It was John Borden actually got the clearance in there. John took a bit of a knock, did he? There's another Stone man down in the centre of the field. There's cramp coming into play here. I think Barry Dorns took a knock on the head. Rona Rogers making her way on here. One of the Stone men being stretchered away at the far side. I think it's Mark Harrison on a stretcher. A very sad sight to see. It's young Mark, I think it is. I'm not quite sure. From this position. Tough on the young man. Meanwhile, we're back with a play. Barry Kelly's back on his feet. It's Barry Dorn. The short one from Barry to Connor. Connor Smith takes a knock there, but he gets it back to Barry. Right footed from Barry, and it's gone out over the line. 3 points between the teams. 11 points to the man from Clough-Fada. It's 1-5 to the Stone man. Young Hughes with it. Johnny Hughes. And a great fetch there from John Trainer. Gets it to Noel. Noel finds Barry Dorn. Barry Dorn. What can Barry do? Sidesteps his man well there, as you can see. Down the centre, in towards the little man. The little man is Adrian. Adrian Trainer, what a crossfield pass. He finds Connor Smith in space. Mark Dorn calling. Mark Dorn's got it. JP's ahead of him. Mark Dorn to the shot and across the goal. Trainer is out. It's a goal! A goal from Brendan Trainer. Have Longstone finally won this championship, or have they not? It's 111 to 1-5. What a ball in there from Dorn, and Brendan Trainer was on hand to punch it to the net. The Stone supporters are going absolutely wild here. My book about to take off, and it's took off. The kick out. We're back with the play here. The excitement starting to mount. It's Barry Dorn. John Borden to Mark Dorn. Mark Dorn now coming in field with it. Young Hockey and loses out. Saval now really need a score. They could do with a goal at this stage. Gavin Quinn the long ball down the centre. There's 4 Stone men there. And there he is, that man again, Mike Higgins. What a game he's having in the full-back berth. Gets it out to young John Trainer. Back to Mike Higgins. Higgins coming away with it. Oh, he's taking a bad knock there. He's taking a bad knock. Brendan Trainer, that man is surely down, hurt here, down to our right. Trainer does well. He's fouled, there's a free. He's up on his feet. What a player this Mike Higgins is, I have to say. He took a bad knock there, but it was a shoulder, I think. I'm not quite sure. Mike Higgins doesn't think it was a shoulder, but he's up on his feet. Many's another man would have laid down there for ages, but Mike got up on his feet to his credit. The yellow card been issued there. A chance here for the Stone to put further distance between them. The number 12 is going to be spoken to here. Paul Greenan. John Poland. He's getting excited, and who can blame this man? And the management team of Longstone, are they going to get what they've been trying for so long? We haven't brought them much luck in covering championship finals, it has to be said. But maybe this afternoon we're bringing them that little bit of luck. Who knows? There's still time left. There's a Saval man down injured. Saval have won it twice before. 1989, I remember. And also in the year 1995. Longstone were beaten well last year, it has to be said, by Warren Point. John Poland's gone out to Adrian here, telling him where he wants him to put this one. No doubt between the sticks. It's young Johnny Hughes is down. Johnny's had an excellent game for Saval in the cornerback berth this afternoon. It's 111 to 1-5. There's 6 points between them. There's 29 minutes on my watch, and Adrian Trainer pops it over the bar. Longstone, 7 points to the good. 1 goal and 12 points to 1-5. The Longstone supporters are starting to celebrate already, but as a boy once told me, she's never over till the fat lady sings. There he is, the singing man. Barry Trainer to young Mark Poland. They're growing in confidence. It's Marky Dorn. He's a man ahead of him. He's 2 men ahead of him. He's going on his own. Gets it to young Trainer. What a pick-up. The shot from Trainer, it's still in play, is it? Good play from the Saval defence, but there's young Ambrose. Ambrose soloing well, goes through 3 men as he foul, loses possession. The fullback's Donny Murphy. Donny Murphy. The wind starting to come at us here now. JP Logan leaves it. Johnny Traynor. They're caught out here.
At least 4 minutes additional time.
It's McCarthy with it. He's bursting through.
4 additional minutes.
Colm Turley. Colm Turley. What a block by Connor Smith. He's fouled, but Saval need a goal. The crowd waiting to get on here, but they'll have to wait a little while yet. Mark Dorn, he's covering every inch of ground this afternoon. He wants to lift that trophy. The Willie John Ford Cup is the name of this trophy. Barry Dorn finds JP Logan. I'm sure that's down for John Paul. Adrian Traynor out there, but Saval trying very hard. The fullback, Donald Murphy, wins it. Afraid of the Saval man. Ball going down the centre. It's Noel Hockeyan. Noel Hockeyan, the most experienced man on the Longstone team, is fouled. The free, the ball going down the centre. There'll be a booking here. Barry Kelly. Seamus O'Hanlon, the man in the middle. We're back with the play. Gavin Quinn with a free. Gets it to Gary Digney. Saval need a goal. Mike Higgins, what a catch. Johnny Borden. The Stone, still not slackening off whatsoever. Mark Dorn finds Brendan Traynor. What a score from the young man. That's a good ball in now to JP Logan. The blonde-haired JP. Mark Dorn is calling for it. Will Mark go for the point? And it's dropping in towards the goals. It's scored in. It's got over the bar. An inspirational score from an inspirational player. Mark Dorn. John Poland is looking at his watch. There's 32 and a half minutes gone. It's Jonathan Hughes with it. Jonathan Hughes coming up with it now. There's 8 points between them. The Stone want the final whistle. It's Fergal McConville. Gareth Hughes. There's a free.
Substitution.
The Longstone supporters at the back of the Castlewellan Road end of the ground about to take the field. And who can blame them? They've waited so many years. So long. They've been beaten 3 or 4 finals. Raphael Hockeyan making his appearance in a county final. Connor Smith going off. 33 minutes 26 seconds on the watch. Surely now it must be Longstone's trophy. Johnny Hughes. And a great fetch by Barry Kelly. Coming away with the ball, the big man. Finds Mark Dorn. He's got 3 men round him, but he still gets it back to Barry. They're playing for fun at the moment. Adrian Traynor. Adrian inside to Mark Dorn. Mark Dorn to Poland. Into young Adrian. Goes low. He's put it wide. But a wide's as good as a score at this stage of the game. The game's almost over. It's going to be Longstone's day. And nobody surely would begrudge them this victory in the county of Down.
Longstone team, number 20, Kieran Traynor replaces number 6, Barry Kelly.
Kieran Traynor replacing Barry Kelly, getting a run out in the championship final. There's a Stone man down injured. Surely now.
On the Longstone team, Chris Borden replaces number 15.
Christopher Borden. a man that played for many years. They're putting their 5 subs on. Emmett Hockeyan will be a happy man. That's senior and junior. Tony Borden, Q Rogers, to name a few. A proud day for Longstone. It's going to be their trophy. The Willie John Farrell will rest up in the Longstone Valley this evening. And hopefully we'll be up there sometime this evening. We'll be trying to make our way pitch side after the final whistle. But I'll have to tell you it'll be a while before we get there, because this gate isn't open and I'm not a happy camper, I can tell you. We're going to have to make our way right away around the pitch here when the final whistle goes. But meanwhile, we're back with the play as Saval with Gavin Quinn. Try and put a bit of respect on that scoreboard. It's young McConville with it. McConville bursting through. The shot that's gone over the bar. Stephen Sands has scored. 113 to 16. 35 minutes and 44 seconds. PJ McGee, a happy man. Emmett Hockey and John Poland, the selectors. Hughie Rogers, what a proud man he will be as he leads the Longstone club to their greatest moment in the history of them. And you have to feel for this team. They've worked so hard. Last year they were beat by Warren Point. But tears of sadness will now be tears of joy this afternoon. The free with Saval, still with Colm Turley. The long ball in from Colm. The referee blows the final whistle, and Clough-Fada have won the Intermediate Championship. Can you believe it? We simply find it hard to believe. Their day has come. What a moment for the Longstone people. They've suffered long and hard, but today they've put it right. Several players down disappointed, but today belongs to Longstone, and we're going to try and make our way down onto this field. You'll forgive us if we don't get there for 3 or 4 minutes, but it's all over. Longstone are the Intermediate County champions on a scoreline of 1 goal and 13 to 1 goal and 6. What a moment.
Mark Poland, Mark, tell me how you feel. A proud moment. This day's been a long time in coming, Mark.
Yeah, Longstone never won a senior championship. That's what we set out last year to do after the final. We watched the video there coming up in the bus, and there's no way that was going to happen again. Losing that minor final last week too, or 2 weeks ago, didn't help the boys on the panel, like, but we knew the heart of Longstone.
It's hard to believe you have won it, Mark, after trying for so long. But I've always said that a team that you have to lose one to appreciate what it's like to win one.
Definitely. You have men like Ambrose, big Ambrose, rest in peace. My dad, Noel, Hockey and Emmett, all them men have went through this club and never won a championship. And that's the man we set out to do it for the day.
A proud man, Mark Poland, the Longstone supporters all around us here.
Up the stone! Where's the flag team?
Rayfield Hockey and Royal Rayfield. Did you ever think this day would come, son?
Oh, that's one for the history books out there. That's the start of them all. That's the start.
There he is, lifting the trophy, Mark Dorn. A proud moment for Longstone. They've waited so many years for this. Their day has eventually come. What a proud moment. Tears of joy in a lot of these lads' eyes, and who can blame them? Mark Dorn going out to the rest of his players. Mark Dorn, the captain, being surrounded.
You would all agree that Longstone winning the championship at last is akin to Armagh winning the All-Ireland.
There you have it, folks. Eamon O'Toole says it's akin to Armagh winning the All-Ireland.
Longstone will be no less than it was in the Ulster country last week. One more job to do now. Paddy McAvoy will tell you who is the man of the match.
The Man of the Match award. Who will win it?
Hope you get all together.
The Willie John Farrell Trophy.
He played well in the first half, right out to the game. He worked hard at midfield.
Barry Dorn.
Barry Dorn.
Barry Dorn! I told you he was a worker. He's won the Man of the Match award. Big Barry in the centre of the field. He's a very emotional young man as he receives the trophy from Paddy McAvoy. What a proud moment for Barry Dorn. What a proud moment to be from Longstone. Mark Dorn, the captain. Mark, a few words. Here we have Mark Dorn. Well, Mark, first of all, congratulations. Tell me what this means to you, what it means to the Longstone club.
I say this, we've waited a long time for this here. This is our first championship, and we can sort of sympathise with Saval. We sat here last year, and we didn't know what we're going to do, but we sorted out the start this year, and PJ McGee had us drilled in. We weren't worried. All we had in our head was championship, football championship. We said, PJ said there's only a small, it's only a small part of the big dream, and we're on our way. We want to go back with the seniors, we want to be back in with the big boys, and this is a consolation. I'm just glad for our supporters, because we've worked hard. I'm just glad for PJ McGee and all our supporters.
At half time, it was level. You were playing against the wind in the second half. Were you been that doubt creep into your minds again, Mark?
Yeah, well, I think myself and a few of our boys should have took a few handy scores in the first half. We didn't take them. I didn't know whether it was nerves or I don't know, but at half time we did sort of worry, but PJ reassured us. He meant just says, remember Armagh were 4 points up, 4 points down playing again to win, and we were able to come back, so we just believed it was in our heart. We knew at the start of the year we wanted this here more than anything. It was
enjoy your success. That was Mark Dorn, the winning captain there. We'll make our way out to some of the players. John Gordon, a man that's just got married. Well, John,
that was tough.
Congratulations on both fronts, John. Tell me how you feel.
This is brilliant. This is something that for a long time we've been waiting on something like this here, and as you can see for the crowd, this is some club.
Your brother-in-law Seamus McAnulty told me he wouldn't come here in case he put the curse on you.
Oh, well, thank God he didn't.
There'll be a few celebrations in the Stone tonight, no doubt.
Tonight and the rest of the week.
Congratulations, John. Peter Trainer. Well, Peter, a proud moment to be a Longstone man. Tell me how you feel.
Oh, unreal. Words can't describe us here. Brilliant.
You have been trying so long, beating the minor final, beating a 21 final, beat last year in the intermediate final. Did you ever think this day would come?
Never thought it would come. Last year was really hard to take, like, so all the sweeter this year now. All the sweeter.
Enjoy your success. Peter Trainer there, the big man. We'll make our way on out. I said and commented there, surely to God we would bring you luck sometime. The day has been Longstone's day. Tell me how you feel. I suppose you thought it would never happen.
I thought it was never going to happen. Probably the best footballing moment of my life when that final whistle went. And to know with about 5-10 minutes to go that we were getting it.
I was even telling you about 5 minutes ago, when you see it in tape, you'll see it, you're going to win this game.
Oh, unbelievable, unbelievable, absolutely. I never experienced nothing like this in my life. It's a new era, it's the start of a new beginning for our club.
You have worked hard both on and off the field to achieve this day, Eamon.
We did surely. Put an awful lot, something like 60 training sessions up to now, up to this present time. And yes, we will enjoy ourselves, Patsy, big time.
As I said and commented there, young Ambrose scored a magnificent point. His great father, God be good to him, Ambrose Senior would have been proud of him.
Obviously he was looking down on him today. He played well. Run man of the match very close himself, along with Joe Paul Logan, but definitely done well.
It's great to see all the youth of Longstone here in among you.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Many great years ahead in the Longstone club. Emmett Hockey and one of the managers, thanks very much. And that ball come across to you, you had only one thing in your mind.
Freaking out.
Can you tell me about the goal? That sort of settled you, Brenton. You knew then that this trophy was on its way back to where it belongs in the Stone.
Definitely was.
After getting defeated against Warren Point last year, sometimes they say you have to lose one to appreciate what it's like to win one.
True enough. We deserved it today.
You were underdogs. It shows you that underdogs do win matches.
Do indeed, yeah.
Just like Armagh last Sunday.
We were better than Armagh.
All the best. Brendan Trainer there. You had a storm of a match. You got knocked out at the sideline there, but you were back up on your feet as quick as anything.
Indeed, but sure, as long as we take that cup home to Longstone, and we have
very proud.
Years and past years ago, people said we're always second best. Now we're number one. Everybody, come on. We're here waiting for you.
Fair play to you, Michael. Today, you aren't the bridesmaid, you're the brides.
Indeed. My Uncle Martin said that to me the last time we won the second division trophy, and now it's come through again. I'm just happy for everybody in Longstone.
Fair play to you, Mike Higgins. Here we have the man, the centre half. Well, Barry, you've waited a long time for this. Did you ever think this day would come?
I knew it was going to, hopefully someday, like, for sure.
Yes, you've been beaten a few finals in the past, but today I don't think you scored 2 points right at the start of the game. I don't think you were going to be beat. You
knew the whole time we were going to do it.
Armagh done it last Sunday. The underdogs have done it today.
Oh, definitely.
Fair play to you, Barry Kelly. Barry Dorn. I'll interview you in a minute. Barry Dorn, come here, Barry. Well, Barry, first of all, to win Man of the Match award, a great accolade, but this was a great day for Longstone.
It's just the supporters and all. It's just brilliant for them. Like.
You were going through a lot of work there in the middle of the park. I seen last year you trundled off the field with tears of disappointment, tears of joy today.
We won it this year and that was it.
You look forward now to going into the senior championship next year, Barry.
We'll give it a go anyway.
Fair play to you, Barry Dorn, the man of the match. It's well worth the wait, Christopher.
Definitely is. It's just unbelievable. I didn't think this day would come, especially after the disappointment of last year. So for all the old folk and young folk of Longstone, please, and I hope there's a lot more this year to come.
Fair play to you, Christopher. That goal there from Brendan Trainer really put the icing on the cake. You saw 1 and 2 points in front, but they kept coming back at you.
It was. I always thought the Stone were maybe 3 or 4 best points ahead. Even in the first half, we gave them a soft goal. We should have had Brides a couple, but throughout the whole second half, the teamwork came through then, and the one handy enough in the end of it.
Good man, fair play to you. Here we have young man in front of us here. A very emotional moment for this man, young Ambrose Rogers. Well, Ambrose, first of all, Ambrose, you scored a point out there, and I said your late father would be proud of you. He's very proud of you. You must be very proud to be a Longstone man. Tell me how you feel.
I can't explain it. It's fucking brilliant.
You're lost for words. Fair play to you. Tell me about that point you scored out there.
That was nothing special. Just after right. That was it.
Tears of joy. Last year you were beat against Wern Point. There was no way you were going to lose this game today, Ambrose.
Nah, point to prove me done it.
Fair play to you. A man of the future, Ambrose Rogers Jr. And here we have a man, a good friend of my own. A man that has been at so many finals. He's been beaten in the past, but today, Q, this belongs to Longstone. Your feelings at this moment?
Absolutely delighted, Patsy. For the people of Longstone and for the team and for the whole community. It's something that took a long time coming, but when it came, you saw the euphoria out in that field. And as the county chairman said, it did reminisce the Armagh situation, waiting all those years, and eventually it came.
Did you ever think this day would come, Q? You were beaten up many finals, minor, under 21s, intermediate last year.
The more times you're beat, probably the more pressure you're under, but this bunch of players was not coming down that road to go home without that cup.
Very emotional moments for Longstone people, Q. They've waited a long time for this day.
They sure have. They've waited a long time, and I'm waiting. But may I say this, that many times a cup is the final, it's the finale, and the thing's over. But in this case, it's certainly not. This is the beginning of Longstone, not the end. The final usually means when you get a cup, and that's the finish. That's not the case for this team. This team is going to go on from this and go for the bigger glory.
I remember, Q, after 1990s. I remember after 1997, the late great Ambrose Rogers, when I spoke to him, he said, let the waters flow. They're going to flow in Longstone tonight.
They will flow this evening again, that's for sure. Maybe into the small hours, I don't know.
Fair play to you, Q Rogers, the chairman of Longstone. Here we have a man that I must have a word with, a man that's been involved for Longstone for many long years. Did you ever think this day would come, Emmett Hawkins Senior?
Never did I think the day would come, because we've been through so many bad days. From 1955 championship, senior championship final, right through, and we've never won a senior title. We've won reserve title, but we never have won a senior title. Today the monkey's off our back. They used to talk about always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Today we are the bride.
When did you think, at that game at half-time, you were level, you were playing against the wind, everything was really against you in that second half?
The second, at half-time, to be quite honest with you, I thought we were in deep trouble. The start of the second half, we started playing the football. I know that Longstone was capable of playing. Their interpassing, their movement off the ball, they brought the right men into the game. They took it to Saval. Saval had no answer.
I think every club in Down wouldn't begrudge Longstone that victory. They know how much effort you people put in. You're a small club, you have excellent facilities. You really work hard both on and off the field, Emmett.
Well, I think last Sunday when I was sitting in Croke Park, I thought it was an omen when Armagh won the All-Ireland. I said next Sunday is going to be our day. But the one thing I think we shouldn't forget is the people in Longstone that done the spade work down the years. All those people that has gone to their eternal rest should not be forgotten today. Today is a special day for the people of Longstone, of past, present, and please God, the future.
Well said, Emmett Hawkins. Here are two men here, I want to have a word with them. The management team. Q, I want you in here too. Well, John, I was watching you there. You looked at that watch about 50 times. Tell me how you feel.
I can't really describe how I feel at the minute, Patsy. It's just the club has waited so long for this moment, and it's just coming as it did at half-time, the way things were at half-time. But the second half performance, I would say it's probably one of the biggest performance I've seen at Longstone. I tell you about young lads, everybody talked about how young they were and the rest of it, but for a team of young fellas, I've never seen a team digging as deep and pulling a result out of it. We looked really down at half-time.
Taking young Brenton Trainer on there, he got his fist to that goal. I said then once that goal was scored, the day belonged to you, John. I'm sure you thought the same.
Exactly. When Brenton scored the goal, I knew that was it. We're never going to lose the game. And on Brenton, he was very, very unlucky not to start the game. Brenton Trainer has been a brilliant player for us all years, and as in many other years. And it's just that our forward line were moving that well together, and there just was a time there. Actually, Brenton was out for a couple of weeks, but the forwards were moving that well together that Brenton wasn't able to get in, as was other players. But when he did come on, he proved his calibre, and he done a job for us in the end.
I'm sure at this stage of proceedings, a few people have mentioned so far, you want to pay credit to the late and great Ambrose Rogers Sr.
Oh, without a doubt. I tell you what, when I seen that young fella, Ambrose Jr., playing out the other day, he was catching balls. It all started, I tell you, young Ambrose was very quiet, maybe up until the start of this year, and I had never seen a young fella progressing and coming on heaps and bounds as a young fella has done in the last 6 months. He's a credit to his mother and his late father, and I tell you what, he's going to be one for the future.
Well said, John Poland. All the best. Here we have a man here, James Hockley. Come on, James. This man follows football length and breadth of the country. You must be a very proud man. Tell me your feelings at this moment.
I never was afraid in my life. Never was afraid in my life.
Did you ever think you would see this day, James?
Well, I'm not what you call a super optimist, if you know what I mean. But now this is 2 championships and 2 consecutive days.
Your under-16s understand the big team won yesterday. A great weekend for Longstone.
Powerful.
No doubt the waters will flow tonight, James.
Well, there'll be a few 7-ups.
A few 7-ups. Bria Young even. Bria, tell me what it feels to be a Longstone supporter this afternoon.
Oh, it's great. It's brilliant.
Did you ever think this day would come?
No, I'm glad they come.
There'll be a few celebrations tonight.
Yes, you're right, it will be.
It'll be a party well worth going to.
All night.
Fair play, Bria Young there. Mrs. Poland, I understand your son playing out there this afternoon. Centre forward, tell me how you feel.
That was absolutely fantastic.
Great day for Longstone people.
It's a great day for Longstone, yeah. Delighted.
When did you think Longstone were finally going to do it there?
I knew from last year they were going to do it. I knew it from last year. Whenever we got beat last year, I knew they would come back again this year and win it.
Enjoy your success. There you have it, folks. Hugh, first of all, congratulations. You've been involved for Longstone teams over many years. How do you feel now? Your son played there this afternoon. You must have been very proud of him, proud of Longstone people. I know how much heart and time you put into this club. Your feelings?
Oh, words couldn't describe how I feel at the minute. I'm proud for everybody associated with Longstone. It's just another Armagh when you look at it here. It's what we were crying out for years and years and years, and we were thought this day never come. But everybody stuck at it right down through the years. You only have to look at the complex we have in Longstone. The foundation is built. Our underage teams is doing magnificent well. It's blossomed now. And I hope the boys take a long look at this here and make the drive forward for the top 4. But we're a Division 1 team.
When did you finally think Longstone's name was going to be put in the Willie John Ford Cup queue?
Well, deep down we always said we're going to get this here. We worked hard. But those boys, PJ McGee, the whole management team, this year, these boys, after last year's defeat, these knuckled down, come back. It proves you're a good team when you come back and win. Fair play to them.
Enjoy your success, Q. That was Q Trainer there, the Longstone club. Well, Tony, a proud moment to be a Longstone man.
Definitely, Patsy.
Did you ever think this day would come to the Stone, Tony?
I did, sure. Now, to be fair, this last couple of years, we've a lot of good young players coming on, and they've been making big strides. Like this last couple of years, we've been getting into underage finals, and it's been good for the club.
As I said there earlier, you were used to be their bridesmaid, but this afternoon you're their bride, Tony.
We've been bridesmaids. I think this is the first time we've been bridesmaids. They say you have to lose one before you can win one. Losing last year was a big inspiration for us this year. We didn't want to come back as losers again 2 years in a row, and I think that spurred them on that wee bit extra they needed.
At half-time, to be honest with you, Tony, I thought you were in deep trouble. The wind against you is level against Saval, one of the best teams in the second division this year.
Saval's a good side. They're not a bad side. We tend to play better against the wind, because against the wind you have to play a running game, and our game is a running game, and it suited us.
There's some great points taken there, especially in that second period, Tony.
Some tremendous points. I think Ambrose took a couple of nice points, and Mark Dorn.
Very emotional for that young man at the end, but I was talking to him there. Great character, feet firm in the ground.
He's a good young lad. I think he'll be a good player for us through the years.
The future certainly looking a lot rosy in the garden for Longstone now, Tony, and it did maybe a few seasons back.
It did. With a good young bunch of lads coming along, and there's a good blend of experience and young players.
Enjoy your success in the future, Tony.
Thanks, man.
Tony Borden, a great Longstone Gale there, folks. Here we have the Hockey brothers, as you can see, folks, in shot. This young lady, I'm not sure who she is. The young man with a Dublin jersey. Who's this? Young Dean Hockey, the man with the Willie John Ford trophy. A proud moment for the Longstone hockey family. Raphael's going to have a few words with me. Well, Raphael, you've got runners-up medals, but as Joe Kiernan said, he smashed his up against the wall last week. You're going to get a winner's one now. Tell me how you feel.
Unbelievable. Even sweeter getting them few minutes on. Big Amber's Lord Mersham, he got a few minutes on in the 91 All-Ireland, and he says it was like a lifetime to him. Everything was worth, made every bit of his football career worth it. And it's been it's a very historic year for our year and weekend, especially for Longstone. They won their first ever juvenile.
Understand you were the manager. We couldn't get to that match yesterday, unfortunately.
We're blaming that on the committee. But first juvenile all-county title yesterday, and this here's history today.
Very emotional moment, Raphael. There's a lot of people crying out there.
I was crying myself. A lot of adults crying, you know, because especially the adults, because they know how long it took and what the people that have missed today, the people aren't here today, and that's who it's all for. And
I reckon, Raphael, if you work long hard enough at something, no matter what it is in life, you'll always get results. I have a dream of maybe sitting in the Hogan stand and making my hand one day. I'm sure you have further dreams now, and maybe going on to bigger things in the Longstone Club.
Well, the amount of talent that's coming through. We used to have 14, when I started playing senior football, Noel himself and Liam Borden, several other fellas, Cheetah, a lot of them were like 14, 15 years of age, and we had to bring them boys in. Longstone had to bring them boys in, but not anymore. We can hold off fellas to blood them into senior football until they're 16, 17, 18 years of age now. So it shows the strength and depth there is in the club coming.
One hell of a party tonight, Raphael.
One hell of a party this week.
We hope to be there later on. Congratulations, Raphael Hockey. We'll soon be signing up here to our team to a championship victory. You've done it again. Last year was a bit disappointing for Longstone, but as someone said, you have to lose one to appreciate what it feels to win one.
That's absolutely true. I can't tell you how pleased I am for the Longstone club. It means so much to the people up there. Sometimes you might be ego trips as managers and that, but this is nothing to do with management. This was to do with the players themselves. They had the resolve, the determination and the hunger, and they showed that in the second half. The whole club, I'm absolutely delighted. I can't tell you what this means, not to me, but to the whole club. I'm delighted for them, and I know that they will go back into the first division very soon, and who knows, to maybe a senior championship in the near future, because there's some good talent there. And it's a well-organised club. Well done, Longstone.
Well spoken there, PJ McGee. He words this, right? Here we have 4 young Longstone men. First of all, your name?
Paul Hoyan.
What did you think of the match, Paul?
Brilliant.
Good man. You'll be a star of the future, no doubt.
Yep.
Who's this man here?
Cool.
Well, Declan, what did you think of Longstone this afternoon?
Brilliant.
Who's your favourite player?
Mark Dorn. Mark Dorn.
Mark Dorn. He done well there. This man is with the drum?
James Rogers.
Well, James, you must be a very happy man. Rogers is a great name associated with Longstone, not right?
It is indeed.
Fair play to you, James, and this man is?
Damien Young.
Well, Damien, what did you think of that game this afternoon?
Completely brilliant.
But one day you'll line out for the Longstone senior team.
Yeah.
Fair play to you, Damien. John, come here. And Adrian Trainer. First of all, John, I always recognised you with the white boots. Them white boots are lucky to you this afternoon. Tell me how you feel at this moment.
It's unbelievable. It's hard to take in. So the effort, the whole lot was spent all years, management. What they done was
just fantastic. Like.
After getting beat against Warren Point last year, there was no way you were going to lose this afternoon.
We're all sitting in the change rooms after. We're going to knock it down and give it one good year, and it just paid off the day out in the end of it. Like.
Enjoy your celebrations tonight. Well, Adrian, a couple of magnificent scores out there. Your father Key was very proud of you. You must have been very proud to be Longstone man this afternoon.
I was, surely. Just for the family and everybody, for my dad, and just to do it, like the first championship ever in Longstone. It's a great privilege to be a part of it. It's a great day for Longstone.
Tell me about a few of the points you got. There were some excellent scores there, and then when Brenton finally got that goal, it was all over.
Just the point I thought was best for me was just to start the second half free kick by 50 yards.
That's right, you had it. I says I wouldn't have liked to put too much on you, but it was a long range effort, Adrian.
It was, surely.
That could have been an inspirational score to lift you, because you were level at half time. You were playing against the wind.
Yeah, it was, surely. Well, it was team effort, like, but.
Enjoy your success.
Well,
Adrian Trainer, here you have it, folks. The management team of Longstone: John Poland, Brona Rogers, PJ McGee, not sure of this other man, and Emmett Hockey. Kieran Rooney. Kieran Rooney, one of the more experienced men, I should add, in the Longstone team. A great moment for these Longstone people. They've worked very hard over the years. They've now finally achieved it. And who knows, maybe in a few years' time, it could be the Frank O'Hara Trophy. Interview, ladies, but I felt we had an interview this afternoon. You had some disappointing days, but today a very proud day. Your late husband was a great player. Your son had an excellent game this afternoon. Very emotional day for you. Tell me how you feel at this moment.
I feel really good now. Proud of them all. All a good bunch of boys.
You've worked long and hard, many years with the Longstone Club doing physio. You were very busy there this afternoon.
If I was a physio, I'd be a very rich woman.
Well, nurse physio, I think you're a good physio, Anna. Tell me, what did you think at half-time Bronies were in difficulties, were level and playing against that wind?
I knew the way the management spoke to them we were going to win. Although out there I didn't feel like it, but I did. The way they spoke to them, I knew we were going to go out and win it.
At half-time last Sunday, apparently Joe Kern smashed his medal against the wall and asked them did they want a silver medal or did they want the real thing. Was there anything they got this afternoon, the Longstone?
You smashed the table.
There you have it, folks, inside story. There'll be a few celebrations tonight, no doubt, Brona.
And I'm off duty.
You're going to have a good time. Fair play to you. Your young son out there was very emotional, a big day for him.
Yes, a big day for him. He's okay now.
He scored a magnificent point, reminiscent of his late father, God be good to him.
Yeah, yes, very much like him, but he's his own person. And we're all proud of him.
There you have it, folks. A great woman, Brona Rogers. So it's been a great day for Longstone people. It's been a very proud day for them. They've worked long and many years to achieve this victory here this afternoon. They'd lost minor, they'd lost under 21, they'd lost an intermediate title. A very emotional day, and I actually feel for this club because I know how hard they've worked. I'm sure my cameraman Ray Ross is absolutely delighted for them too. They're going to have some party tonight. I would say it could go on all week. And as I said in commentary there, the big man, no doubt, Ambrose Rogers, was looking down in this game. I can remember words he said to me, and I'll always remember them. He said to me after I interviewed him when they won the 1997 Division 2 title, he says, we'll let the waters flow. And no doubt they'll be flowing tonight. So just once again, on behalf of my cameraman Ray Ross, and incidentally, if you want a copy of this tape, you can get one by ringing Mr. Ray Ross on Crossgar 4483 1110. We hope to make our way to the Longstone Club tonight, sometime this evening later on with this tape, and no doubt there'll be many people who'll want to watch it and see how the cup eventually come to Longstone. So once again, as darkness falls here in St Patrick's Park in Newcastle, from my cameraman Ray Ross, this is Patsy Russell saying goodbye and all the best to Longstone in future years.